Whoops. I didn't realize the music was so loud. Hadn't adjusted it. Oh, gate's dead. That makes me wonder, do I have a blessing on? I do, but only for 18 more minutes. I'm gonna trust that right is also doing well. Holy shit, that mob started moving fast. No, we cannot wipe them in one turn. What am I gonna need to have that extra boost? There we go. See if that works. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Really? Come on now. Wrong fucking mark. Okay, I need to disable Jayon. It's fucking stupid. Get tired of fucking having to guard and shit. Just want to spam with Arthur. I should have looted, whatever. I'm not all awake right now. Just woke up like 20 minutes ago. Alright, Jayon. Go away. Didn't attack fast enough. That's awesome. Also didn't attack fast enough. God, that gets annoying. figure out where most of the mobs are coming from. That's fucking weird. Mobs coming from the gate rather than going to. Alright, I'll go back center. Seems like that was left alone. Looks like somebody's over there though. Oh, middle's getting about clear. Nearly there. All the gates are down already. Took right a bit though. I guess they were having trouble. I don't know. Oh, come on. Hurry up already. Alright. Hopefully I can keep the mobs from going towards the gate. Oh, I didn't attack fast enough. Great. It's fucking stupid. Well, they aren't interested in me at all. Really? Come on now. What the fuck? I was literally fucking clicking on the gate. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I don't really get that badly hurt from just about anything. Even the gates that are supposed to kill my mercs don't really do much to them. It's nice, it really is. But it's merely because of the gear that I have. They have a whole bunch of health and defense and whatnot. Able to sustain longer than most forms. Alright, I need to get to the front of this fucking line so that I can prevent these mobs from crowding in. Not doing too bad. Maybe it would help to have my AoE mount back. I'm gonna bring him back out. I don't know yet. Haven't really decided. It's all up to if the guild wants to run another nation dungeon or not. Probably run another guild dungeon, I guess. Something about my Arthur? Yeah, he can one-shot these forms. That's merely because of the buffs that I have on him, though. From the beginning of the dungeon, I was trying to get it to where he would kill with these forms with one shot. Let's turn that down a little bit. So yeah. They all work for us. No issues. Nah, it took too long. Left side's getting knocked down pretty decently. I'm sure right side's pretty clear. 118 kills left. That means they're probably by about the middle. So this entire area that I'm in right now needs to be cleared out. And that should be it. Maybe there's a little bit in the middle itself. So that middle row probably also needs to be cleared. If it hasn't already. It's about half the mobs, I think. 111. I think it starts with like 150 maybe, or 200. And more spawn from the gate, so it's probably like another 50 or so. And it is laggy, so about -10 from that. Nice, they're all following me. That's good. As long as they don't try to go towards the gate. I mean, I'm already too far away from the gate for them to really do anything, but it's good that they're focusing on me. God damn it. Fucking too many mobs in the way for me to try to target something. Getting there. Just clear out these mobs that I have on me and then go down the path. Wondering what I can stream today besides Atlantica. Maybe some Terraria. I don't know. I have time now. I do have time to stream something else. I've been lacking on the other games. Need to get some other shit done. Okay. "46 kills left." Yeah, this entire middle row is probably still filled. Yep, that's what was last. Alright. They already cleared out the back. Most of the back, though. Yeah, I did it. I did already complete it. This was a while ago. It was like ooh, that was a really long time. I think that was 6 months ago. And I've played the game like 3 times already, so I definitely like the game. And it's disappointing that the publisher or developer, no, yeah, developers, not publisher, the developers shut down like they did. They spent so much on the game that, well, they just couldn't afford to continue on. And they had a whole lawsuit against them because they had overspent and couldn't pay back what they owed. Yeah. Alrighty. What's up last night? So there's some new commands that y'all can play around with. I got them up, or I put them on the list. They were already available. It's just they weren't there. So there's what was it? I'm trying to remember what it was. There's one. Four months, 18 days, and 4 hours. Ooh, wow. So yeah, there's the 8-ball command, which you just put an 8-ball and then you say some random shit and it'll respond with something stupid. And then there's the roulette, which is like the gamble. And then there's also, what else is there? There's a few other commands. I'd have to actually look at the list. Oh, slots. There's slots. And I'm sure there's a few others. Pretty much the slots work like it uses the emojis or whatever. Hey, somebody's dragging all the fucking mobs. That's fucking great. Making my job easy. Oh man. I can lower the slot minimum. It has a default minimum. I think that's still the default. I lowered one of them. I can't remember which one I lowered. Lowered like one of them from like 100 to 25. I'll play with them a little bit later. It's just different ways to gamble your money away, or you gamble your points away. That's really all it is. But I increased the rates on some of them, so They are kind of unforgiving. I don't know. Trying to make this thing a little more interactive. Yeah, great. Honestly, I don't think so. I'm not sure if that transferred over, and I've been looking at it and seeing if it is, but I don't think it does. No, it doesn't work the same way. I don't think. You get points differently in this one. This one you get points for like you get points for following. You get points for auto hosting or hosting. And I can't remember what else you get points from doing. Several things. I'll have to double check which ones you get points from. But no, you don't get points from subscribing on YouTube or following on Twitter. So that's not a thing anymore. Sad face. But yeah, the way Revlo worked is that you would get points for following on Twitter. You get like 50 points every 7 days or something like that. Or was it 100? I can't remember. And then for YouTube, it was the same. It counted for every 7 days. It was neat, but I guess the feature just isn't available for this one. I had to choose between many options, and this was the best one. I don't think any of the others really had anything that was as efficient as Stream Elements is. Has as much as it does. But yeah, I wouldn't want to mislead you. Yeah, you definitely aren't getting points from either of those. That one's dead. Alright, looks like all the shit's dead. All the extra's trash. So I should probably disable Jayon. Yep. So for hosting, you get, I can't remember how many points it was. I think it's like the same as the equivalent of watching like 15 minutes or something like that. I'll have to double check exactly what the points were. I think it was either 15 points or 20 points. Can't remember exactly. But it tracks it based on, I guess, if you auto host or host. I can't remember which one. It's more interactive for Twitch people, but less interactive for YouTube, Twitter stuff. Although it does have like a Twitter feed thing, and it's overlay. I'm using like half of one overlay and half of another at the moment. In the future, I hope that this Stream Elements will expand and make more options. It seems to be the best option as far as platforms to, or bots to use, because it has so much. And I hate using like a dozen things just for the same purpose of one thing. Stream Elements has pretty much like the capability of Revlo, plus the capability of Twitch alerts, plus it has its own overlay, like an overlay all-in-one, without having to do multiple overlays. So, in my opinion, it's better than most. Probably not as user-friendly though. But yeah, for the future I hope that it'll expand on its content. It's already pretty awesome as it is. It's not like I'm disappointed or anything. Alright. How close are we to being done? Ooh, almost there. Ran that nation dungeon for about 40 minutes. 41 minutes or so. Alright. What's up last night? I need to change the commands to say add voids so people aren't confused. I mean, it's not really that confusing, but... Anyways, almost done with this nation dungeon as soon as it pops. Oh, it already popped. Okay, cool.